Hi, I'm Ivan Zoot. I'm the Director of Education and Training with the Andis Company, and welcome to a special edition of Andis Tool Tips on the Web. This video was created especially and exclusively for the educators with the Cosmetology Educators of America event 2009 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our live program at that event was entitled The Top 5 Techniques for Clipper Training Success. These are the top 5 concepts that we believe are most important for you to share with students to ensure their success in clipper cutting. These individual concepts are covered in unique and specific videos on YouTube separately, so you can refer to those and use those as training aids in the classroom. This video was intended to be an overview of those 5 techniques. So we're going to go to the mannequin heads. We're going to quickly run you through the 5 techniques that are the core educational competencies that are part of that training class, and we'll encourage you to go to the full videos here on YouTube for a detailed look that, again, you can use in the classrooms. Thanks for being a part of the program at CEA. Thanks for tuning into this video. For more information, check us out at andis.com on the web. You know there's a ton of great stuff there, and you know you can come back here to YouTube for more anytime. And as an educator with a school, if you want custom video-based education, get a hold of me. There's my email address. Andis can create custom educational videos to support you and your efforts in your schools. We appreciate what you do every day, making sure that the next generation of quality hair cutters are coming out of your school with the skills, techniques, motivation, inspiration, and education that they need to do great things, and we know you're responsible for making that happen. So on behalf of myself and the Andis Company, thank you, educators, for the hard work that you do. This is our way of providing you with the support you need. We'll see you here again next time on Tool Tips on the Web. Stand by for technical cutting. Technique number 1 in our top 5 techniques for clipper training success is called shear style cutting. Shear style cutting is called shear style cutting because we're cutting like we cut with shears. We're going to hold 2 tools together in our hand. We're going to take sections of hair. We're going to comb, we're going to hold, and we're going to cut. We're going to comb, we're going to hold, and we're going to cut. When we're combing the hair, the blade is turning out away from the client. The blade's facing out like that. This is an important technique because with clipper cutting, most people think if you're clipper cutting short, and we're not. Any length of hair, any client, any gender, any texture can be clipper cut. So we always start out with long-haired clipper cutting. Obviously it lets us get a maximum number of haircuts on the mannequin, but first and foremost it informs people and reminds students that no, just because we're clipper cutting doesn't mean we're cutting hair short. We're cutting hair shorter than it is. Long hair with a clipper, that would be shear style cutting. That's technique number 1. Technique number 2 in our top 5 techniques for clipper training success is backhand clipper cutting. That's our overhead layering technique. We hold our 2 tools together in our hand, we hold our clipper and our comb together, and we come in up over the top of the head. It's our interior layering technique. Comb it up and cut it off. Comb it up and cut it off. We can do direct cutting like that, or we can do point cutting for texture, but it's cutting up over the top of the head, interior layering. It doesn't matter if we have 2 inches of hair or if we have 22 inches of hair. It's our interior layering technique, allowing us to use our clipper in a portion of the haircut, in a portion of the head, not traditionally thought of as a clipper cutting area or clipper cutting technique. That's backhand clipper cutting, overhead layering, using our backhand technique and using our clipper. That's clipper training technique for success number 2. Technique number 3 on our list of clipper cutting training techniques for success is skip guard tapering. This is the Andis Company's #1 most popular video on YouTube. Go to the detailed video for comprehensive information, but the basic concept is how to use plastic snap-on guides or guards to do actual effective tapering, using multiple guards, multiple lengths in order to create true tapering. The concept is basically pick a guard, use a guard, in this case I use a number 4 guard, and then skip a guard, use your 4, skip your 3, use your 2 guard, use your 2 guard lower. If you went this high with the 4, you'll go that high with the 2, using your number 2 guard, and then coming back in with the guard that you skipped. Going back in with your number 3 guard to take off any transitional demarcation. It was called skip guard tapering. Use a guard, skip a guard, use a guard, and go back to the skipped guard. If you cut with 2 guards next to each other in the size list, if you use a 4 and you use a 3, and there's a line or demarcation in between the 2, you have to work very hard to blend it off. but use your 4, skip your 3, use your 2, and go back to your 3. That's skip guard tapering, using plastic snap-on attachment guides or guards to create true perimeter tapering, and that is technique number 3 in the top 5 list of clipper training techniques for success with students. Stick around, 2 more to go. Technique number 4, how could we ever forget, is classic 5-step clipper over comb. Fundamental to good barbering and clipper cutting technique, using a world-famous Andis clipper comb and a clipper, holding the comb at an angle and working clipper over comb. We have a full-length comprehensive video on the web demonstrating clipper over comb technique, one of the most important fundamental techniques of good clipper cutting. The important key points to remember are hand position, thumb and forefinger on the comb, comb held at an angle. If you hold the comb horizontally, you'll get hair accumulating in along the spine. You get a step, ledge, ridge, or demarcation, and if you put the line in, you're going to have to work very hard to take the line out. Working across the comb in long, smooth, fluid strokes. If you chip, 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 chip at the comb, you will then create a chip, 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 chop tapering. So, technique number 4 in the keys to good clipper cutting training and success, the most important techniques. Technique number 4 was clipper over comb. Stay tuned for 5. Technique number 5 in the list of top 5 clipper training techniques is effective fading. I've been very outspoken about this concept both in videos and live performances. I've got my little training aid baseball client head right here. We've talked about fading from below and creating lines and working hard. That's not going to work too well. We talked about fading down from above. That's a whole lot of work too. What we talk about with the baseball is that sideways fading, that very small contact point on the clipper blade where the blade touches the head, and the head curving away and curving away above and below the contact point to create effective fading. We're going to shift the contact point down low to exaggerate the fade, and we're going to fade sideways. It's that 4-step process. Again, there's a comprehensive video by itself here on the web, but we're going to select our fade point. We're going to strike our fade line sideways so we get that perfect transitional fade right away, and then we're going to do the simple blend above and gut out the bottom just like we do here to create perfect transitional fading, fast, easy, and effective. That's technique number 5 in the top 5 list of clipper training techniques for student success. Fast fading by fading sideways across the head instead of up or down. Thank you for tuning in today to this special edition of Andis Tooltips on the web. You, the Cosmetology Educators of America, either at the Cosmetology Educators of America event 2009 in Las Vegas or at home on the web watching this for support, don't forget to check out the 5 individual videos that support the 5 individual techniques that we featured here. Shear style cutting, backhand cutting, skip guard tapering, clipper over comb, and fast fading. Those 5 key elements, if you understand them well and can share them effortlessly and enthusiastically, you will be preparing students for clipper cutting in the real world, far more capable than ever before, creating the future of our industry solidly and with confidence. Check us out at andis.com on the web. Hit me there with questions on Ask the Expert. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Search for Clipper Guy. I'm out there tweeting every day and keeping in touch with you and helping you do the good work you continue to do. Thank you on behalf of myself and the Andis Company, and have a great day.